Hey friends, today I want to share with you some must-have elements for creating an event that is as good as Disney does theirs. I have been to a few outstanding events this year and some not so much. And I've noticed they have some things in common that I want to share with you. And I just attended Disneyland's Oogie Boogie Bash. Disney is A++ in my book for creating experiences that draw people in and wanting more. I love what they do, so let's take some lessons from their event that you can use in yours to get everybody talking and make it Instagram worthy. Plus, if you wait till the end, I'm going to share with you one thing that I think Disney did wrong. I know, I couldn't believe it either. I usually love everything they do, so I was surprised myself. My name is Shauna Anderson Newt. I'm the president of Spitfire Advertising, where we help you with your swag, with your merchandise, your company stores, your events, to build relationships with your prospects, your clients, your team, and really get them to be loyal to you and create experiences. If there's anything you need help with, just let us know. So let's dive into the events. What makes an event amazing? Well, looking at Disney's Oogie Boogie Bash, I want you to take out a pen and paper and make some notes so you can incorporate these into your next event. Whether that's a holiday party, an employee appreciation party, an awards gala, a sales kickoff, or something more. Learn from the best and then tweak this for your event. So the first thing you have to think about is setting the stage. You need to know, is this going to be an exclusive event? Is it going to have scarcity to it? You want to promote it with great visuals, with videos, with emails, with having a list of frequently asked questions, your signage. What does your invitation look like? These all set the stage. What do you want them to wear? For the Oogie Boogie Bash, they wanted you to wear costumes, but they had strict guidelines of what you could wear for those costumes. You want them to know what to expect from your event. If you have a chance, jump over to Google, look at Disney's page when they're selling this Oogie Boogie Bash, and they tell it to you in a story, telling you about the Villains Grove, the trick-or-treating experience. They have it with scarcity. There's only a limited number of tickets. It's going to sell out fast, which it does. So these are the things that you want to think about with your event. You want to get people talking, because if you put on a great event, you're going to have more people who want to attend your next event. If you put on a bad event, guess what? Less people want to show up at your next one. Oogie Boogie Bash sells out really quick, and they do their events 3 times a week in October. And I heard that there is approximately 30,000 people that attend each night's event. Can you believe that? That's a lot of people that come, enjoy, have a great experience, talk about it to their friends to bring even more people in for the next time. So number 2, what is the greeting that they're receiving when they walk up to your event? That's the visual that they're seeing as they walk up to your venue. At the Oogie Boogie Bash, there was this huge Oogie Boogie above California Adventures that you can't miss. And let me tell you, we spent a few days at Disneyland and we saw that Oogie Boogie on top. We got it more excited about the event, because if our entrance is going to be like that, what is it going to look like inside? And I know that the people who didn't have the tickets to the Halloween party, that they saw the big Oogie Boogie and thought, we really missed out on something. So what is this going to be for a visual for you as they're walking up to your event? Then when they're coming in, the check-in, what is that like? For the Oogie Boogie Bash, we got a special wristband, because the only people that were allowed in the park were the ones that had tickets to the bash. Everybody else had to leave. They had a special program with the maps and the show times and says what's going on. They were giving out exclusive imprinted trick-or-treat bags just for this event. And I have to say they were very smart, because they promoted their new Maleficent movie and the new Frozen movie with the dates they're going to be coming out on those bags as well. And then we were set off to discover all the excitement and adventures that they had planned for us. So number 3 is, what is your decorations, your theme, and carry that out throughout your entire event. Do not miss this piece of it. I don't think anyone tops Disney with immersive experiences, and I was not disappointed. They added Halloween props to the existing decor. In Carthay Circle, they had a headless horseman, which I know that there's a statue there normally. I'm assuming it's something with a horse. I've seen it so many times and I cannot tell you what it is, but I will never forget the Headless Horseman. They also had the Carthay Circle had the big Oogie Boogie Theater that has images projected, and there was all this, the sights, the sounds, the trees were lit up. It was magical. I mean, you walked in, this is like the center when you're walking down the main street of California Adventure and you see this inviting you, you're like, this is going to be an awesome event. When you're over by the Russian River, they had the huge bear and they added it holding a little pumpkin trick-or-treat bag. Super cute. Lining the walkway outside of Villains Grove to draw people in, they had visuals and lights and sounds. The music that they picked throughout the park to have going, it was awesome. The lights they had, the decorations, and I don't know if you know this, but Disney actually pumps scents out into the street to get you to be hungry, to get you to also have this experience, tapping into all five senses. They nailed it. What can you do to nail your event? So number 4 is remember that our attention spans are less than a goldfish. We don't want our attendees to be bored. So you have to give a lot of choices, a lot of things to do. And this is where I really see events going from drab to, oh my God, like nobody can miss this. I have to tell people about it. You have to have things for everybody to do, and you have to have multiple things so that they're not bored. Right? I mean, think Disney. They have infants all the way up to seniors who are attending this, all different likes and dislikes. So they had to put on a plethora of ideas. So for them, they had the Frightfully Fun Parade. And you know what? They made sure that these are exclusive things that you can only get at this event. These are not things that you're going to get at any other time when you're visiting Disney. So the parade, the Frightfully Fun Parade, was not your usual parade. It had villains in it. It had Ursula. It had Jack and Sally. It was gorgeous. And it went all the way through the California Adventure so that you weren't stuck in a little section. You could see it wherever you were at. The Villainous World of Color, love World of Color. I love what they do with that. It was really cool seeing all the villains going up on the water that's shooting in the air. It was awesome. Definitely a must-see. The Descendants Dance Party. So you know what? When the parents are tired, they want their kids just to let them go dance. They had a really fun dance party, and the people would come off stage and come dance with the kids in the crowd. And of course, there were parents also dancing in the crowd. It was super fun. Mickey's Trick or Treat Show, obviously a lot of fun, perfect for the kids. They had different show times too, so that everybody didn't have to go at the same time. It spread out the crowd. Really nice, really thoughtful for them to do that. Character meets and greets. You know that Disney has characters you can take pictures with all the time, but these are the characters that are not out all the time. There was the Vampire Mater, there was Loki, Goofy as a Ghost, Oogie Boogie, there was Mad Hatter, Maleficent, the evil stepmom, like on and on and on and on and on. There were so many cool characters that you never see any other time of the year, but you got to go here to this fun event and take pictures with them. The Villains Grove. You just got excited from the outside of how they laid it out. You walked through and the visuals. I mean, the hyenas from Lion King with their pictures of them on the projector going up. The Cheshire Cat over and over. The way that they would have it look like the vines were creeping through the forest and the lights coming through and the sounds. And they made it like creepy but not too creepy for kids. Very, very, very cool. Shopping. That was fun because they had exclusive merchandise that you can only get that night. In fact, I had to run around to a few stores because I knew in advance what I wanted. Well, they had these Spirit jerseys, which are really one of their most popular items there, but they had one exclusively for Oogie Boogie only for that night, and they're selling out fast. So I had to go to a couple shops to get my size and pick that up. So having exclusive merch that they can get just the night of your event can help you too, and help you, get more brand awareness out there depending on who your target audience is that you're having at your events. So exclusive merchandise, don't forget that. We can help you with that too. Food that they can't get every other day of the year. It's exclusive food just for Halloween. Oogie Boogie. Very fun. People are taking pictures of, posting it on Instagram because these are things that are Instagram worthy and things that you want to do for your events. Now, people like to ride rides. The funnest part is the lines during the Oogie Boogie Bash are a lot shorter. So typically during the day, like Guardians of the Galaxy, fun ride by the way, even better since they changed it from Tower of Terror, was running approximately an hour wait time. They had flashed up there that it was a 13-minute wait, which I think is lucky number 13. It wasn't always a 13-minute. We went, I think, 3 times. The first time was maybe a 5-minute wait, and the last time was maybe a 15-minute wait, so not bad at all. What we had decided to do, because we've done the trick-or-treat party before, is do the rides in the beginning, because people were usually trick-or-treating and doing the other things, the parade and all these other things were going on. So we're like, let's hit the rides we want to do right now, and then we will do the trick-or-treating and stuff afterwards. So that was a lot of fun. That's a tip for you if you go to Oogie Boogie Bash as well. So think through having these different elements for you. Also, exclusive things for annual pass holders. They had an annual pass holder Oogie Boogie Bash party magnet only there, only that you can get it that night, and only if you are an annual pass holder, making these people feel really special. And of course there's scarcity with that, which is awesome. And then having other food and other merchandise and goodies that only annual pass holders can get. And then trick-or-treating, of course, why a lot of people wanted to go there. This really fun trick-or-treating event was presented by Mars. They have immersive treat trails where villains like Maleficent and the Evil Queen and the Mad Hatter are there and they're heckling you, and it is so funny. They are amazing at this, and they're just on. Definitely talented actors who are doing this, but how fun not just to have a place where you can just say trick or treat and get a piece of candy. You have these characters who are heckling you, and the huge troughs, like they had huge like witches cauldrons, and then these almost like, I don't know, explain it, like kiosks, like wagon type things that you got candy out of, and then walked, maybe like 15 feet, and then there's another one and another one and another one. So it wasn't like you went to one stop and just got candy at one spot. It was over and over and over again. And they had these big like dollies, like these push wagons with boxes and boxes and boxes of candy. They're just dumping them in. I can't even imagine how much candy they went through, but I'll tell you that it is a lot. I even tried to look it up and I could not figure it out. And there was a tip by one of the cast members that if you wait and do the trick-or-treating or come back at the end, either wait or come back at the end, whatever you want to do to get more candy, at the end they give out handfuls because they can't reuse any of the candy that they open up. So if they open up a box, they can't reuse it. So they have to give it all out at the, by the end of the night. So at the end of the night, they're giving out handfuls because they don't want to, they can't keep that. They can't do anything with it. So there's another tip for you. So, putting these little extra elements in, knowing, quote, the secrets, right? And having your cast members or your team, tell the audience about it. Like, hey, here's a little secret for you. People love that. So a couple other tips is having lots of cast members available to help and give directions and help whenever somebody needs it, so they're not searching for help. When you're having your event, have plenty of staff to help you too, and they are very good at communicating. So it was apparent whether you went on the Disney website, signs at not at the event, but at California Adventures before you even came in at Disneyland, that California Adventure was going to be shut down that night for this Halloween party. So they wouldn't have backlash. They wouldn't have people that were disappointed and say, I had no idea. It was talked about. It was everywhere. If you missed it, it's because you weren't looking. So I hope that these tips help you with your next event. I'm going to leave you with one thing that Disney did that was very disappointing to me, and that was Villains Grove. I thought visually and sounds and everything was great, but it's a villainous Villains Grove. There were no characters inside it. There's characters sprinkled throughout the whole park, every place else you can go, but inside this cool place that's for the villains, there was no villains inside. And my group was very disappointed by that, because you wasted a lot of time waiting in line for it and then walking through where you could be doing other things if you wanted to meet the characters. That I felt like that's where Disney needs to up their game. If all they have to do is throw some villains in there, add some trick-or-treating in there, and I think that that's an A+ place. Very cool. So Disney, I hope that you up your game there next year. But everything else was absolutely amazing. So go to Oogie Boogie Bash next year if you have a chance. Let me know if you have any questions. Let me know what you're doing for your events to really take them to the next level. Or if you're stuck on something and you need ideas, reach out to me. I would love to help you. If you're looking for some cool merch that we can do for you, you can also shop on our online shop, which is www.spitfireadvertising.com, or reach out to us if you have no idea what to do for your merch, and we will tell you, some things that would be really good for who you are, what you're doing, who your target audience is. We pull all of those elements together, and then we recommend some ideas that are perfect for you. So that is it for today. I hope you enjoyed this. We had a lot of fun, and remember to do one thing for me. Remember to smile, because happy looks good on you. Have a great day.